Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to the next exciting episode of Play2win, talking way too much on Shop Titans. And today's episode, I'm going to be talking again a little bit more about markets and some concepts, ideas, things I like to do, and maybe help you with in regards to making gems and optimizing your market ability. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the market is a good place to create a passive income. What is passive income? Well, that is something that you do not have to attend. Because if you want to be doing anything at any given time, you should probably be in your own shop buying, selling, and trading. These are the best ways to increase yourself, increase your level, and increase your funds, in my opinion. Again, my opinion. And the reason I say this is because while you're inside your shop, you get visitors. Some of these visitors include workers, and these workers have some of the best payoffs. They do drop legendary items occasionally if they sell them to you. Not very often, in all honesty, but they do also sell stacks upon stacks of the highest tier item that you have available to equip. And I am under the impression that this only increases as time goes on throughout the day, and I'll just explain that further a little bit as to why. But for the moment, what do you got for me, Kingy? Not bad. I've had worse. I'll take it. Sweet. Piggy, 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 can't you? Ooh, feather. I'll take it. Some luxurious robes? Oh, sure, why not? Don't care to sell you. We don't need you to sell you either. And I think that's it for now. So let's go check out a few battles, then jump into market. And since we do have a few levels available, before I jump into that market, show you what we've been doing and where we're at, I'm going to check a few battles because we need some item fodder. Item fodder is those items you like to usually buy yourselves and sell to get yourself some small talk in, get yourself some extra energy, and which is usually the major go-to for most persons. Bam. General boots. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Especially for a Chronos level. Oh, there's a crash. Fix it, devs. Oh, darn crashes. I wish these devs would really fix these issues. And good thing to do if you're going to be doing levels as many as I do, with as short a cooldown as I got, with those abundant of rangers that I use. You want to make sure you keep your max capacity at least below max, because it'd be a pain to jump in there and only have to sell each individual item at 25% of its normal cost, which sucks. And yes, 25% is the exact number that it uses inside the calculations as per the JSON file. So apparently we have to go refight this level, so we'll speed it along. Now, it's going to show you that I already got my 12 original General Greaves, and I'm pretty positive that I'm not going to get another 12, so this is more of a glitch fight. The fight still exists, the completion icon, but it's not going to give me any additional items. What's the next one got in store? Crit, 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 crit. We are now pretty much at cap on items for the most part. So now's as good a time as any to go ahead and check out the market. So I did say I was going to talk about the market and my concepts and ideas on this and things that I have noticed. And in regards to that, there's a lot of misconception as to what to do and what not to do when it comes to the market. And I'm going to give you a lot of generalizations, but I'm going to give you my basic premise of what it is to be successful in the market. So your first and foremost goal is to maximize as many market slots as you can. As you can see here, I already have 7 of them unlocked. I believe it is definitely worth going ahead and spending your gems on the market slots because, again, each individual market slot is a potential income over time. And so maximizing on these slots will definitely maximize on your passive income. And in regards to this, as you can see here, I have several legendary items, selling at a reasonable price, but these items aren't going to necessarily sell as quickly as, say, other items. They will sell eventually, because eventually just about anything will sell that you put inside the market, provided that the price isn't completely outlandish. And as you can see here, I've already sold a green uh, I can't eagle cap, whatever it's called, and the general tunic, a blue version of that. They do have enchants on them, nothing higher than a tier 9 traditional enchant. You can put up to the tier 7, which has the dual elementals on it, and they will still sell. In fact, I think the eagle's cap here actually had dual wind on it, in all honesty. So I posted it at 24 gems. They had no problem selling that one for the gems, and I posted this one also at 24 gems, and it had no problem selling. And as you can see over here, my tier 9 items have a tendency to spend a little bit more time trying to get purchases and sales. And I want to elaborate upon the reason as to what I've come up with as to why this might be. As much as we like to sit there and play the end game and try to build the best of the best in hopes that we can get the most out of it, you have to also keep in mind that you are not the only one in this game. And so the more prominent player base that you have in existence are still leveling. That is why certain items are going to take more time to sell, or even though you're selling them for a huge amount of gems, it may not be the best method, at least for the quickest method, in regards to receiving gems. But if you have, say, lower tier items, such as tier 6 or lower, these items are more geared towards players that are still progressing inside the game, but have progressed far enough in order to get a few of the higher items. These players are more likely to spend their gems or waste their gems on these items simply because they just are ignorant. They don't have the knowledge or the know-how or even the realization of how easy certain items are obtained, or just they don't have access to themselves, and for the most part, they're just in a quick rush. So there's two type of focus groups that you kind of or that I'd like to focus on, and that is newbie players and newbie players that are leveling. Your veteran players are going to be smarter with their gems, they're going to be smarter with their cash, and so you could focus on them, and yeah, you can probably sell some high-end items. I could sit here and like probably post this right here, make a pretty penny off of it. However, simply stating the fact that this item itself is a tier 9 item and that it's geared towards berserkers or a spellblade that might use axes, that means that not everyone's going to be able to get this, especially since it is the max hero. In order to reach max hero, that means that you have to be inside a guild, and that means that you must be a substantial player yourself if you are in a guild that has already able to craft its own tier 9 items, or even reach a hero that can equip tier 9 items. That being stated, I have always been focused on mostly on, again, like I said, newbie players. Newbie players, especially when you get the ones that like to spend money, will enjoy something like this because they'll see this as better than a traditional baton, and it stands out from other batons. And then my other final feature that you definitely want to be utilizing is do not get undercut. This is going to be the biggest downfall and decline of your gem profits. If someone is undercutting you, they are essentially lowering the price of your item. They are lowering the price of your item, their item, and in all honesty, it's very retarded to get into undercutting wars. It's pointless. Don't do it. It's not suggested. It's more annoying than anything. Yes, you may be a little faster. They may give up undercutting you, but then you got to look at how much time you just wasted that you could have been in your shop making sales and making more gold, making more gems, making more items, collecting items from workers, selling items to workers, selling. So it's all about time utilization and maximization. And that being stated, you want to make sure that, again, your slots are selling. Now, these items here have been actually up here for about 4 days now, except for that tier 5 tunic here. This one is actually I just put up today. These other ones, however, have actually been up for about 5 days. They haven't changed much. I think I sold maybe 1 baton out of the 6 that I had posted. But these tier 9 items are just not selling for a couple of different reasons. One, this blue shield right here is not a very good elemental to put on top of a shield. anything but like maybe a red would go good on it. The shield could pretty much only benefit a spellblade. Most people don't usually put shields on their spellblades. I'd just be the awkward one. These axes here, also same thing. Utilizing the water runes, you can put them on these axes, but again, only a spellblade would probably benefit from this, as to a samurai who uses swords and everything but does not use an axe. And so samurai would be the next best bet. Maybe even a geo could possibly equip something like this, but I don't think geos can actually use axes either. So we're not going to focus on that one, but I will go ahead and get a few items prepared just to show you and give you an example. And I'm going to go ahead and swap out those tier 9 items and see if we can't get these slots replaced with something that is actually going to sell. So far, these are not selling. So what are they doing? They're taking up space, and I'm just not going to get my money's worth. I will, however, leave this guy in there and see if we can get some other items posted inside here. Let's see what we got. Alright, perfect. As you see here, I got a ridiculous amount of legendary robes from a previous video I was talking about, and one of my old niches that I used to focus on. We're not going to focus on that because obviously that niche is pretty much shot. It's not necessarily worth going into. So we are going to sell a few different other trash items, including, say, this first guy right here. And I don't think it can go as high as 29 gems. It's fine. No, it can. Cool. We can go ahead and we're going to try to sell that one for 29 gems. As I said before, you know, if you want to get 30 gems out of an item, that's great. Just drop it by 1 anyways, because 30 gems looks a lot smaller when you type it in as 29. It is a old business tactic that's been used throughout the ages, and if you ever take a business school, they will tell you the same thing. The reason why your items, whenever you go to the store, are $2.99 or $1.99 is because it honestly gives the false impression of less expensive. And again, it is false because, quite literally, it's just a penny off. It doesn't really change things. And what are some other items we can get rid of? Okay, we can go ahead and get rid of you. There's another item we probably won't be using anytime soon. And, well, the problem with this is not a lot of people use air runes when it comes to me. Not a lot of people make rangers like I do. I do have a tendency to make some awkward builds, but rangers is definitively an awkward build compared to what other people will enjoy. And samurai be a popular one since it's a lower tier class, though since it's geared towards samurai, a lot of the newbie players are going to miss out on this. So again, maximizing your profits, you want to make sure that your gear that you're selling at least is focused on a specific type of group. Try to find a specific group. I mean, you can expand as much as you want, but it's not going to help you if your items aren't selling. Then your items are just taking up space and your passive income is going down. We want your passive income to go up, not down. And what else can we sell? Yes, I have way too many different items. Yeah, this will be a very good one to sell. I bet you I can get some pretty penny for that. And again, you don't want to be outlandish with your items. So I'm going to post this as 59. It may take a little while, but if I go to offers, do a search, and if you're curious about what is selling, this is also something you should do, is be actively checking to see what items are selling for. If you're not checking, then you're most likely going to run into issues of actually making a sale. So in this sense, we're going to go check it out, because you can see here, I posted mine for 59, someone has theirs posted for 54, and then someone else has theirs posted for 25 for a single fire version. Now, I also spoke about this before. If you really want to make sure that your items are selling for the maximum price and then not selling for anything less, as you can see here, compared, when you look at this tier 3 rune already placed on there, or sorry, tier 9 rune, and you look at this one right here, what do you think a player would personally buy? What would you buy if you're looking for that specific potion set? Well, if you're leveling, obviously your character's not going to last very long. The owl's going to be great, and it's only 5 difference in gems. You know what? I would buy this. That would be me. And I would buy this right here, but then I look at the price of runes, and then I would quickly realize that the price of runes far exceeds the price of the 25 plus price of runes. Therefore, again, this would be my buy, but only provided I needed a samurai, because that's what this is geared towards. A samurai, a spellblade could use it, a spellblade would use it, but there are better builds if you're going to be building a spellblade, and that not be one of them. But in the meantime, I think we're getting pretty much short to the end of our video. We have our items posted. I'm going to keep y'all posted in regards to how they do. And let's go ahead and finish up our battles after we get rid of some of these items. So, request. This is how I pretty much get rid of most of my items. Show all requests. Looks good, looks good. As materials, we need... there we are. Now these I will probably hold on to so that way I can use them on, look, 5 gems, that's, you know, I could sell that for 5 gems, probably make it, but if I attached it to a lower tier item, then that lower tier item becomes easier to sell. So we're going to go ahead and leave the uncommons. A lot of people say sell your uncommon runes, it's better for the gold. I say it's better to keep them. Keep your uncommon runes in higher until you get your legendaries and epics. Those are the ones you kind of want to use in order to gear your own self. Selling them isn't worth it in my opinion. But again, I have a lot of opinions and they're not necessarily everyone else's. So you can go ahead and have your opinions as well. Use your strategies. Maybe you have one that's better than me. And you know what? If you do, great. I don't know why you're watching my videos because mine are all about tutorials for people who don't know what they're doing. Or maybe you're just entertained by me. I mean, I'm entertained by me. I don't know. We got about 20. Well, we still got room to. We need to make plenty more room. We've got 2 more battles to finish, and I got way too much junk to get rid of. And since I do a lot of re-rolling my rangers, typically I'm going to pick up some of those lower tier items as well. It's not something I really care for. It doesn't really help me none. It's kind of a waste of space, in all honesty. But again, you know, nothing I can do about it. What do we got? What do we got? There's... Oh! Another crash. Or was it a crash? Because apparently it was the daily reset. Oh, yes. RNG, be kind. Clover, 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 right? Oh, I thought I called it. Damn. Precognitive abilities failed me today. And what do we got today? Merchant XP. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the day to be selling all them items if you want experience. Because you get boosted experience. So go ahead and activate those perk points. Get that experience ready because now is the time to sell. In fact, for those of us who are curious, if you really want to increase your experience, make sure the items are of quality because items of quality give higher experience. Not only that, enchanted items also give higher experience. So get to it, ladies and gentlemen. Get those quality items, get them enchanted, and start selling to your shoppers. And doing a little bit of mastery going on right now, so I have to actually buy a few materials here and there. Not my favorite thing to do, but what is what it is. Na 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 na, come on. I should probably just go to the market, but then again, by the time I actually get to the market and the loading screens and my impatience, I mean, it's just a pain. And something I noticed today, oh, wait, okay, so the price has actually gone down, man. These things were selling for 70,000 a pop earlier. These gassy pennants, I don't know what it is, but they're going up. They are going up. Typically I farm these guys because that tends to be the one that I usually use. But since I've gotten a few of the legendary items I was actually shooting for, including the Axe of the Fifth, which actually uses ghosts, and what else was I building? Well, obviously I was building a few different items. Oh, that's what it was. Shoes of Style. And I'm probably going to need another pair of those, so I might have to get back into making more of them again. But who knows? You know me. My ADD doesn't really keep me on track at any given time. This was supposed to be a market video, and here I am, buying and selling. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, doom, doom. Doom, 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 doom. Beautiful. It's about as good as it gets. What you got for me, Mr. Worker? More lumber? I'll take it. What? Nope, what are you doing? There you go. Thank you. Perhaps now we can finish what we needed. No, not really. Nope, nope. Nope, nope. Nope. Well, that looks good so far. Let's go back to the market. Just get rid of some of this junk. Refuse all the things. Why do I do that? Well, to make more rooms for workers to come in, or to buy items off of the customers themselves. I would rather buy off the customers than I would anything else. A buy off of a customer, they do drop uncommon items as well, and they do have a chance at a legendary, though I think that chance at legendary is like a 0.0001% chance. And in fact, I'm kind of curious. We'll check it after I finish the battles. Let's finish what we were doing. One task, ADD boy. And go. Skip. And a key! Haha! That key doesn't do me any good though if it's not something such as what? What do we want? Ascension shards, that's right. We want ascension shards. Maybe a few blueprints here and there, that'd be nice. But I have majority of the time warp chest. Oh crap, a second key! RNG be kind. Sweet. I'll take it. Though chances are I'll probably just get like feathers, hero drinks, experience potions, and random seeds. But, whatever. Ah, Euro potions, called it. Collect. And these, I really don't need any more than those. I'm like up at the 3,000s right now. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, when you get to be about this level, then you're sitting there with way too many freaking research scrolls that you know what to do with. And I still need to replace some people. If anybody's interested in joining a clan, I'll tell you what, before the and another crash. What the heck? I swear every time they come up with a new update, you have to fix their game again. Every single time. I blame, you know what, they have themselves to blame. They spent so much time trying to use obfuscation in order to prevent people from actually looking at their dang code that I don't even think they can read the darn thing. Why isn't our game working? It's sitting here. We put it together. It worked yesterday. Maybe something's wrong with your code. Yeah, something's wrong with the code. Something is definitively wrong with your code. Fix it. What were you doing? I forgot. Be right back. That's right, re-rolling. Because who would I be if I weren't myself and I had to have myself a ranger? Or 2. Or 10. And we do have some bosses for leveling, so if I did get some new characters, that would be nice. In fact, I'm kind of running out of characters to make. I got my dancer. I got my berserker. Did you ever meet my berserker? The Raging Cajun himself, Light, who I went out, I even spent the 200 gems, donated by one of our, my family. We got, her name is Jessica Light, ironically, and so, due to her, Light now has blue skin, as it should be. Oh yes. And he has some awesome max skills. This third skill I'm not a big fan of. I'm definitely all for re-rolling it. In fact, maybe I'll finish off with a re-roll of this skill. Because this skill is no bueno. It's okay, but it doesn't help. It doesn't help the Raging Cajun. He needs some more attack. He needs some critical damage. He needs something that ups that, that swing he gets from his ability. So, 381. Should I not? 200. Maybe if I get 10. I'll tell you what. If I get 20 more gems, I will re-roll those skills. At least that way I'll have 2 chances. But so we'll save that for another time. Then we got Latterus. Where are you, Latterus? I know you're in here somewhere. You're hiding. The sneaky devil you are. Ah, there he is. Oh yes, he's looking beautiful so far. He needs a new hood. He'll get it one day. A day might not be today. How much would it cost me if I got it? Research. Let's look it up. 7 and a legend. Looking good and good. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I'll just save up my gems for that. I mean, it's worth it. That is the ideal item to have for your delicious dancer. Oh, I gotta admit, that's definitely not the skill I want on one of these. Yeah, see, that's a good one. That has critical, but it's not the skill I want. That is not a skill I want. This one's okay. It does have the 10 additional evasion. If you can see right there, Latterus is like itty bitty close. So close. He's so close to evade. He's almost got it. He's almost got it. In fact, if I got the epic evasion skill, I'd probably drop both of those skills in a heartbeat just to replace them with something more powerful. Because, you know, I would rather, you know, drop these for a weapon skill so I can get the 20% evasion from the epic evasion skill. And then, in fact, is it still 20%? I don't know. I haven't checked it in a while since they did the new skill tiers. Then I would pick up a weapon skill, which would definitely give me, you know, especially if I got something like Warlord. Though in this sense, it'd probably be better off with, God, I always want to call it Marksman, but it's not. What is the skill called? Let's see here. Can you even get it? Whirlwind attack, it's okay. Not good. Cloak and dagger, good for defense, not good for him. Survivor, nope. Blurred movements, there it is. That's the one I want to get, and I want to replace. There it is, Marksman. What am I saying? It's Marksman. Huh. Weird. So there you have it. You got Marksman. He needs Death Dealer. That's what he needs. He needs those bottom three skills. Those bottom three skills in conjunction with and replacing all of these except maybe one. Well, yeah, these are pretty much the same thing in all honesty. But if I kept this one, it'd be for the better, because this one is already at tier 3, and if this one ever got a new tier, which they do seem like they may get more tiers coming out at some point, this one would benefit the most over time, while this one is just easier to get regardless and get to the max. This one, however, critical chance on your dancers is not necessarily a good thing or needed. So we are running low on time. Ladders needs his hood back. We need about 60 more gems. More so if I want to put if I'm going to put some more runes on it. But you know, let's see what happens when we get there. And for that, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and say that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching, and tune in next time. Take care.